Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I've got for you this absolutely gorgeous Peugeot 3008. Now as always I'm going to do a quick walk around just so you can see the condition of the car, and then we're going to jump inside and I'm going to show you all the interior features and gizmos and gadgets and everything that this car comes with. Now this particular car comes with the registration number LN64 OYH. It is a Peugeot 3008 Allure Hybrid 4, fully automatic. It is obviously an SUV, finished in this absolutely beautiful shade of grey. It has a 2-liter diesel engine, and it puts out 161 brake horsepower. It was first registered on the 18th of October 2014, and it has a valid MOT until the 3rd of April 2025. It has a zero road tax, which is absolutely fantastic. So for a behemoth of this size, you're not paying any tax, which is fantastic. Again, insurance group is 31A, so it's very low on the insurance bracket, which basically means it's not going to break the bank to insure it. And in terms of CO2 output, it puts out only 99 grams per kilometer, hence why it's zero tax. Fuel economy, absolutely phenomenal. 76 miles to the gallon around town, 72 miles to the gallon on a motorway run, with a combined fuel economy of 74 miles to the gallon. So you probably heard that it does a better fuel economy around town than it does on the motorway. So it does 76 around town and 72 on the motorway. That's because it's hybrid and you're going to drive it mostly on electric around town anyway. Has a top speed of 118 miles per hour, and it has a 0 to 60 time of 8.5 seconds, so it's really quick as well. Last MOT passed without any advisories. The car's just been serviced and it has a good service history as well. Now let's have a look at what this car has to offer, because it's got so many toys and features and gizmos and gadgets and everything. It's unbelievable. Now I do love this Hybrid 4 badge that they've put on the side as well, just so you don't confuse it with a regular Peugeot 3008. And you open the door and the doors open really wide, so it makes going in and out very easy. You do get front and rear electric windows as well, and as you can see, the seats are in really good condition considering the age and the mileage of the car. You do get heated seats for both front passenger and driver, and the glove box is, it's a decent size, a little bit on the small side, because with French cars, when they move the steering wheel from the left side to the right, they just didn't move the fuse boxes as well, and um, a lot of the compartment of the glove box is taken by the fuse boxes, which is not ideal. But you do get plenty of cubbies around the car, so you get massive door bins for both the passenger and the driver. You get a little cubby here, a little cubby there. You get a cup holder over there, and in the actual armrest, there is absolutely acres of room in there. So it does compensate a little bit. Moving over to the rear. Now, again, the doors open really nice and wide, which is great because it makes entry inside the car a lot easier, especially for kids, and it's easy, especially if you want to put some child seats. So you do have ISOFIX points on both the outer rear seats. You get a little bit of storage in here as well. Obviously, like I say, you do have electric windows, and another cool thing you do get is this rear shade, which goes in there, and it just clicks into place, and then you get rear shade. Now, the rear windows are already tinted anyway, so having that shade basically just gives more protection from the UV rays. All right, let's put this back down. It's very easy to go. Just basically just lift it up from here, goes up, and then it stays in there. That's it. Right, let's go back to the rear seats. So the rear seats, as you can see, they are again in absolutely beautiful condition. No tears or rips or anything like that. You do get a armrest as well with 2 cup holders, and you do have this little cubby here which extends from the boot, and you can carry larger items and still have two passengers on each side. You do have this net on the back of the passenger as well as the driver's seat, so you can put some sweets, iPads, stuff like that. You get two air vents and some more storage down there. And I don't know if I've showed you this, but probably didn't. But you do get an absolutely massive panoramic roof as well, which you can obviously close if you want. Alloys are in good condition. Again, considering the age and the mileage of the car, they are in really good condition. You do get front and rear parking sensors. Again, you find that Hybrid4 badge on the rear as well. And to open the boot, just press the button underneath the Peugeot logo, and that just pops open just like that. And in the boot, you do have this little hook here, and there's another one here, so you can hang your groceries, so you can stop all your stuff from rolling around. And you do also get a 12-volt socket in there as well. Now, another cool thing with the 3008 boot is that you can actually open it like this as well, so it opens like a Range Rover style-esque boot. So yeah, it makes, again, loading stuff in and out an absolute breeze. Let's just put this back up. And down here, it's nothing much. You do have your tire inflating kit. You don't get a spare tire with this one, and that is because you've got all your batteries for the hybrid system in the back there. But again, you're trading the spare tire for fuel economy. So the seats do fold down, and I absolutely love the fact that you've got a little lever here that you pull on, and then the seats just fall completely flat, just like that, which is, again, fantastic. So you don't have to walk around the car to put the seats down. You can just pull on these levers, and then the seats just fall down completely flat, just like that. I'm just going to go and put them back, close the boot. So yeah, and then obviously that thing just falls down, so you get a completely flat loading bay. Let's put the seats back. It's a lot easier to do it with two hands rather than one. You get your fuel cap here, so it is diesel, like I said. And again, this one just goes up, and the seat belt was caught in there. See, that's why I told you it's a lot easier to, there we go, to do it with one hand, or to do it with two hands rather than one. Again, over to here to this side, same thing. So you do get this shade as well, which works absolutely fine. Like I said, electric windows, ISOFIX points, and yeah, that's pretty much it in regards to the rear. There's not much to show you. And moving over to the driver's side, now you've got control for all four windows. You've got control for your electric opening and closing mirrors as well. So this is for your mirror adjustment. That's to lock the rear windows from being open. The driver's seat is electrically adjustable, and you do have heated seats, like I said already. Let's just jump inside the car, and you do have your park assist over there. You've got your traction control and your interior alarm. That's where you adjust the headlight position, and you've got some slots for some coins in there, and you've got another little cubby down there. And over there you've got your sat nav and your heads up display, and it's really cool. I'll show you now how they pop out. So the car right now just started, and that's your heads up display coming out just like that, and you can see it says 0 miles an hour there. Now when you're looking directly at it, it's not flashing like that. It's only doing that because of the frame rate of the camera. Now, as you can see there, that's your hybrid system. The batteries are depleted, but it automatically tops up while you're driving. So this is not a plug-in hybrid, so you're not plugging it in. This just automatically tops up as you're driving. Now, you've got your instrument cluster here, and as you can see over to that side, it says charge, eco, power. So this takes over the rev counter, so you don't have a conventional rev counter here, but you do get that. So when you put your foot down, it goes up to 30%, 40% power, 50%, 60, all the way up to 100% power if you put your foot down completely. Your main objective is to keep this needle in the eco area, so that basically shows that you're driving as economical as you can, and you're saving as much fuel as you can. And charge is basically when you take your foot off the accelerator, the car starts to slow down, and you are regenerating all that energy, and you're putting it back in the batteries. So there's nothing that you need to do. You just drive the car as normal, and the car knows exactly what it needs to do. You've got your water temperature up there, you've got your fuel gauge there, and that's your speedometer, but you also have your speed at the top there, like I said. And in there, you've got the miles remaining and your current fuel consumption. And obviously, it says 999 because the car is, although it's turned on, it's not on. The engine is off. That's because it's on hybrid. So the battery will deplete completely, and the engine will kick in at some point to start topping up the battery. In terms of that screen up there, so you do have mode. So if you press mode, it'll go to 100% hybrid use. That's your radio, that's your sat nav, and then it kicks back to this. So as you can see, the radio works absolutely fine, which I'm not going to leave running because I don't want YouTube to strike my video. And yeah, so that's your main display, which you operate from this little area here. Now over here you've got, so the first three are controls for your head-up display. So the first one is to adjust the position. So if you look at it, you can see that I can move it either higher or lower depending on your seating position. You can move this so you can see it better. That's to increase and decrease the luminosity. And then this one here is for your to basically turn it on and off. You've got your hazard lights here. That's your eco off, so you can press on that and then eco deactivate. So basically that means that the engine is not going to stop at traffic lights. That's your parking sensors, and that's to lock and unlock the car. You've got a little cubby here, and then over here you've got your radio control. So again, you've got your volume, you got radio mode, music, navigation, setup, traffic, phone, and then that's your back button. You've got your preset stations from 1 to 6, and then over here you've got your climate control, which it is a dual zone climate control, so you can have a different temperature on the driver's side than you do on the passenger. So for example, right now, let's say I want to have 22 degrees on the driver's side, but I only want 16 degrees on the passenger. You can do so if you want. And then you've got your recirculate, that's your mono. So if you press mono, you're going to see both of them jumping at the same digit, say 22. And now when you would move one, they both move. And then you can press on that, and then they're individual again. That's where you want the air to come out from. That's your rear window defrost and your front window defrost. And over here, you've got your automatic gearbox. It's very easy to use. So you've got A for, basically A is for drive, and M is for manual, and R is for reverse, just as on a normal car. Then you've got neutral, and to go into reverse, you have to lift the lever up a little bit and push it forward, and that puts it in reverse, and then back into neutral. And over here you've got an indicator to show you which gear you're on. So if it's reverse, neutral, drive, or manual. That's your electronic handbrake. You've got another 12-volt socket in there. And over here you've got you can choose your driving style. So you can either have it on auto, sport, zero emission vehicle, or 4-wheel drive. And this button is for your panoramic roof. So you press on it. If you press down on it, like that, the panoramic roof is going to start closing, and you can actually stop it at any point. If you just pull up, it stops at any point you want it to, or you can just close it completely, just like that. Yeah, I think that is, well, no. Obviously, you've got your rear view mirror, which is auto dimming, so the mirror will automatically dim itself when you've got somebody driving behind you with high beams on. Over here, you've got a little indication of where the who's wearing their seat belts. That's for your interior lights, which obviously work absolutely fine. You do have your sun visor with vanity mirror with 2 lights on each side, and then you also get a sunglass holder, which I think is a brilliant addition. In terms of the steering wheel, you probably see that it doesn't have any buttons on it, so that doesn't mean that it's not a multifunction steering wheel. It basically means that all your buttons and everything are on this side. So over here you've got your speed limiter, so you've got your cruise control and your speed limit, so you can move this up for speed limit, down for cruise control, and this is where you set it. So you press on the back of this, you set it, and so you can increase the speed basically. You do have auto lights, and then over here you've got your paddle shifters. That's the word I was looking for. So you can actually, like I said, you do have a manual mode right down there. So you can actually change gears by pressing the paddles. I don't know if I would use it personally, but I mean, you can just put it in drive and just drive the car as normal. The car knows when it needs to change its gears and everything. And then over here, you've got your wipers. And down there, you've got a control for your media, so volume up and down. And then you've got your radio stations if you rotate that little wheel, and that's to answer and reject phone calls as well. Right, that is pretty much it, I believe. The car drives absolutely beautiful. It's an absolute pleasure to drive. One thing that happened earlier, you probably noticed me turning the car back on when the car was already on. And the reason I did that is because I completely forgot that this car actually turns its engine off, and it turns the car off if you're not driving it. And basically, to turn it back on, all you need to do is just put your foot on the brake. But I completely forgot about that. And then the heads-up display went in and went back, and then there was no other messages on the dashboard. So all I had to do was basically just put my foot on the brake, and the car just comes right back to life. So it's basically a start-stop system. Right. Now I need to find a place where I can park it, because I don't know where I can leave it. That disengages your handbrake, and I'm gonna try see right now the engine just stopped, so the hybrid kicked back in, and that's back into drive. I've got normal. Oh no, I do have some space to leave it there, but okay, I'll put it there. So I should, in theory, look at where I'm going instead of looking at the camera, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Right, here we go. So I'm just gonna park it right next to my Ford C-Max over here, which is not a perfect parking by any stretch of the imagination. It's such a tight corner in here, it's unbelievable. Here we go. Right, got that in the end. Ooh, right. I should probably move it a little bit more to the right. Sorry, well, at least you get to see the car, and you can see the heads-up display in there as well. I don't know if it's gonna. Oh yeah, there we go. It shows the speed because I'm doing 3 miles an hour. A whopping 3 miles an hour. Well, it's not saying anything now, but right. So back into neutral. Put the handbrake back on, and that is it. So the car, like I said, will charge its batteries as you're driving. They are completely depleted now because I've had the car on, well, on because it wasn't on, but the battery was just depleting. And yeah, once you drive it for about 10-15 minutes, as you take your foot off the accelerator, it'll stop. It'll start regenerating and recharging the batteries. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're interested and would like to book a viewing, don't hesitate to contact me, 01684 355 or you can email me at vindemautos@gmail.com, or you can just visit our website at vindemautos.co.uk. Thank you very much for your time, guys. I appreciate you sticking all the way to the end. I hope you like the car. I hope you like the video, and hopefully I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.